Dubai is the fastest growing city in the world. But there's a price to pay for turning sand into skyscrapers. Some people and their problems get left behind. Shala Musaba is on a mission to put things right. She's been defying convention all her life. 20 years ago, she left America and married a Muslim from Dubai.
Dubai's like my baby. I've been here for so many years. I've seen so many changes from nothing to everything. It's pretty incredible, and I would just really love to see that the same standard of changes are taking place in the areas of human rights.
Today, Shala is delivered from an abusive employer.
We checked her status out this morning in immigration, and there is a case on her, which I assume there would be because 1 year ago she absconded, and that definitely she will have to go to jail for a short period of time.
The woman is from Indonesia. She's staying at a secret refuge run and funded by Shala and her friends for the many women who find themselves in crisis here.
Hi, May. Assalamu alaikum. This is the house. Come on in. Assalamu alaikum. Sheikh Khalid. Khalid. It's Aziza. Hi there. This is Khalid. She'll be leaving soon. She's going back to Egypt. She had visa problems and victim of domestic violence. تمي كذي عشان الكاميرا ما تشوفك إنزين. This is a room where there are up to three beds. It's very comfortable, and there's a bathroom and their own refrigerator. We never turn anybody away. أنا اليوم اتصل في الإميجريشن مع الفجر قالوا في يعني كيس تعرفين ما عليه يمكن بيحطونش داخل السجن كم من يوم بس. زين هذا قانون لا تخافين. لا 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 أنا بعطيك ما بخليك. بنتي كل هاد هناك تبين تكلمينها أعطيك تلفون تكلمينها بتكون أوكي تخافين زين.
Uta is from Germany. She's a victim of domestic violence.
So how was your day today?
In the morning, my husband was calling and wanted to speak with me, and he said, "I'm sorry, please come back," and something else, but I don't trust him. No,
you can trust him.
no.
I will speak to immigration and find out about your status. I think we can get permission for you to be here. I don't think there'll be a problem with that. And if there's anything that you feel unsure about or unsafe, just be sure and call me because I can handle it. Promise. Okay. You're welcome.
The refuge is the only one in Dubai, but it has no government recognition. Uta heard about it by word of mouth.
I have too much trouble with my husband and run away in the evening. I don't know anybody here. To his friends, he's the best husband you have ever seen. But he shut the door and drink alcohol and is another person.
Without state backing, the refuge can't get proper funding, which means there's a limit to the number of women Shala and her friends can help.
I've been here for so long and I've been doing this for so many years that I feel basically like a member of the family with all of the authorities and the police. And now all I have left is just for them to officially recognize me, to give me an official license to do what I'm doing. That would be just wonderful.
Shala can only do what she's doing because of her husband, Hassan, who works for one of Dubai's biggest property developers.
She lives her life. She has her own things in life she wants to achieve. So I'm helping her with that. I'm trying to be supportive as much as I can We really, I think, all this, we've been married. She'll kill me. I don't remember when. It's been a long time. I mean, we've been married for a long time, and I think it's like we just got married or yesterday. I mean, that strong relation we have with each other.
They have 6 children, and the eldest is expecting their first grandchild.
Shamsa has cared for her little brothers since she was a little girl. She's definitely already an expert, don't you feel?
Like 6, 7 kids.
7, including your father.
Yeah, and sometimes you.
The family is used to having extra mouths to feed. For Sharla, charity really does begin at home.
I must say, it's nothing new. I've sort of grown up with it my whole life. Before they had the shelter, she was already doing it out of the home. And so I was around it ever since I was a little girl, and it's just my mom. That's just who she is, and that's the only person we've ever known.
It's just, I mean, I've been visiting the homeless on the street since I was probably 12. It's just, some people rescue animals, I rescue people. Abdul is a victim of child trafficking. He was rescued, and now he's got a case, and so pending. So we're looking after him until his case is finished. And I don't know how we're going to part with him when that's done. I kind of doubt we will. They just need a chance in life.
Abdul was sold by his aunt to traffickers in Pakistan to work here as a camel jockey. Camel racing is a lucrative sport in Dubai. The prizes range from cash to cars, and a lightweight child jockey can make all the difference. Children as young as 4 are strapped to the camels' backs.
You're driving along and you see this little tiny children and you think, what's going on here? Does Mama want her baby to be up there? Gosh, is that okay? It's quite alarming. Abdul came in the middle of the night with a very bad broken leg that had been actually put in a plaster in a very sort of crude way. And when he was brought to the hospital, they removed it and put him in traction, and he was there for 5 weeks. And then ever since he's been out of the hospital, he's been in our home with us. It's very difficult because he's been with us for approximately 6 months, and he's very attached to us. And we really love him, like ours.
Well, see, when he came, he was nervous actually coming to a new place, new people, whatever. Now I don't think. Now he's like, he's part of the family, and he senses it and he feels it.
There's so many. There's so many. Look at them. Look at their faces. Look at their little faces. Look at him. The meaning of being a Muslim is you are a human rights activist. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. You become a human rights activist.
Camel jockeys. Another boy from Pakistan is Arif, who stayed with her for a month.
How's my boy? This is Arif. كيف حالك؟ شو أخبارك؟ شو تسوي؟ ما علي الكاميرا. هنا هو ما يشتغل؟ ما يشتغل في المدرسة.
مدرسة مالدينية.
مالدينية. إنزين. عندك صديقة؟ منو؟
Sharla suspects that Arif is still being used as a jockey and checks to see if his uncle has enrolled him in school.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. Is that Nadia? How are you? This is Sharla. Date me. Did the little boy come to school? So he's not in your school. Do you know any other schools that he could be in? Because, yeah, okay. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. شو اسم المدرسة؟ أبال.
If you want, I bring the number, no problem. You talk.
I want to speak to the headmaster or the headmistress. I want to speak to the teacher. I want to visit Arif. I want to know he is not working. He is in school. Okay, this is very important for
No
me.
problem, I will bring another time that number.
It's a name. Don't you think I'm going to ask you for the name of the school?
That name is Madrasa Al Khairiya, Human City Schools.
But you don't give me a number to speak to somebody.
But listen, Arif is not working Arab guys. His father only works.
Father's racing. His camel.
Yeah,
What's maskhara?
but we are good.
I will help him. I will help his father. Okay? I will help him, but not to put the child on the
No,
camel.
finish.
If you have information, give it to me, please. On smugglers.
But not for me problem.
No, 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 no. No, no problem. I will keep you out of it. Just give us this information.
You give a card, no problem.
Why don't you straighten out your situation?
Now I will do like
Because now life is changing. We're not a village anymore. We are a very strong country. It's a developing city now. It's not Pakistan. It's not the way it used to be in the old days. There is a system. There is law. Everything should be straight. You have to think. Think for his future.
inshallah.
Please put him in school. He
I will
deserves.
put in
He
school.
deserves a future. He deserves.
No, I put in
He
school.
deserves a good life.
Sharla will keep an eye on Arif for as long as his family live here. But Abdul's fate is less certain, as the courts may send him back to his family in Pakistan.
What do people say is the price of a child in Pakistan?
What I've heard is anywhere between $3,000 and $10,000, which is nothing. Can you imagine selling a child for $5,000?
The government is trying to stop the trade. New laws have banned the use of children as camel jockeys.
Assalamu alaikum. Brought you something?
Thank you.
How are you?
What's this?
Hi, assalamu alaikum.
She's supporting us. She's always helping us, bringing all information regarding the kids who's in the desert, in the camel race. So, alhamdulillah, she's always helping us.
Did you see the case with Zahra? The young lady whose sponsor brought her as a housemaid but was trying to force her to be into prostitution.
Wallahi, not
You
yet.
didn't see that?
I didn't see
She called me, but I think it'll be okay. I think this is just a matter of getting her ticket to go home, and inshallah, maybe we can help her come back.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
we have one lady in the shelter right now. She's having trouble with this exact same thing. Listen, if I get you the location of the villa and the name of the sponsor and the name of the people involved,
Anytime, anywhere, any place, we will ready to help you in this case.
I'm sure of that. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Although she's working with the authorities, Sharla still awaits official recognition, but her work is being noticed.
We're going to the body shop office. They have a campaign for violence in the home, and I'll just see what they're going to do for me.
How can we help?
Well, did you read the article? Yeah.
I did.
As you know, UAE has completely grown overnight, which has brought an influx of different cultures and dynamics into the whole picture that are UAE. So therefore, when you bring it up and you're discussing it, it's kind of like, we don't want to hear this. It's a little bit like happening. And then when you actually show them case after case after case and the real need for it, you get some very concerned people.
What exactly does that mean? Because as far as I know, you're already supported by police.
We are. We're recognized by, we're supported, we have benefactors. What's missing now is just the final actual legal status. If we're actually made official, it would be very positive for those in need. There could be a listing of an emergency number.
That would be one of the main things we would try to do. Raise awareness. These are the numbers you can call. You're happy.
So good. I'm so happy. Let's do it. Yeah, that's good.
The campaign for recognition is gathering momentum, but Sharla needs a government licence before she can receive any sponsorship. But all that must wait. Her daughter's baby is due very soon. Shemsa wants to give birth in America and has asked the mother to be there.
It's really hard to convince her to come. She was talking about coming at the last minute, and that was really stressing me out because you don't know when the baby's gonna come, and so I kept going on about how I needed her to be there.
America is, it's a wonderful place with wonderful people, probably some of the best people in the world, but they're basically living in a bubble and they don't understand the Muslims, they don't understand the Arabs, they don't understand what's going on. There's all of this ridiculous linking of 9/11 and Iraq and it just, there's a lot of la la land. It's basically Truman's world over there. Yeah.
The family home is an hour's drive from Seattle in Washington State.
Hi, look at you! Look at you! Hi, sweetie!
How's it going? I hear he's just wonderful.
He was the star daddy. Yeah. He's a star daddy.
So everybody get in tight.
Where's... Bend your knees, daddy.
We were in 7th grade and saw her being crazy down the halls, and I thought, hey, I want to know her. She looks like a lot of fun. You know, I've watched her go through leaving everything she knows in America, going and living at a time that the culture shock to her was so severe, but she covered it up. You know, she was strong, and she didn't let people know. And every once in a while, her and I would have the conversation. She goes, I just can't share that with everybody.
I used to dial my family's number to hear that familiar ring. And he just used to listen to that ring. And it used to give me some kind of, you know, and then I used to hang up because I didn't want to buddy with my, because I knew it would pass. It was just a temporary thing.
The culture changed. Now it's part of her. She has America in her, and she has Arabic in her.
There you. Hi, honey. Here he is. Where are you going? There he is. There he is. Say hi. Look at him. He's looking at you. Who does he look like, Rashid? You think he looks like you? Yes, but without hair. Go and do your homework. Because I know you have homework. Get out of here. And that's
Where do you live?
I live in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've lived there for 20 years. I grew up on Bainbridge Island.
I was going to say, you're not from there.
No.
I've got a personal question to ask you. If you married a man from there, how does he feel about what you do?
Oh, he's very supportive, and he's a wonderful, wonderful father and a wonderful husband, and he's very educated, and...
Well, see, that's media. My interpretation of men from there is domineering.
No. You might get other Middle Eastern areas where it's a little different, but the Gulf Arabs are really quite peaceful people.
Sharla met Hassan when they were both students in Seattle. They were engaged within 3 weeks and married before moving to Dubai.
There aren't many men in general, let alone Arab men, that are as unselfish as to tolerate their wife kind of a little bit out there, as busy as I am and as much controversy as I step into.
I understand what she's doing, you know. So many people, they're out of, needy or need someone to listen to them or help them or guide them, you know. So I think it's a good thing what she's doing.
When they're little, like under the age of 4, they look angry and frightened. When they're over the age of 4, they look empty. They just look empty. Their eyes, they just, look so deep, like they go in forever. I know, no public show of affection.
What took you so long?
Hi.
Hi, nice seeing you. Hi.
It's really great to be back, alhamdulillah. Hassan looks wonderful, and I had to be, of course I just feel like giving him a big squeeze, but he hates public show of affection. He's like, yes, I missed you. Yes, okay. It's all very staged. When he sees me in the airport, he gets really like, Charlotte, don't hug too much. Yeah, any new faces in the villa?
No, we've got 7 girls there, including Zara. There's a Moroccan lady.
What about Asma? Is Asma still there?
Who's Asma?
Asma, the one with the abusive maniac husband that kept calling. What's happening with the little boys? Did you ask Yasmin?
I haven't heard from Yasmin. I want to call her today.
Because we have, I think, some more little boys.
There's some unfortunate news concerning Abdul. Because of the new laws, the authorities are repatriating child jockeys. And this could mean Abdul will be returned to his family in Pakistan.
Tell me about this. This is beautiful. Abdul Qayyum, did you make this?
Yeah.
What did you do? It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. What would I say to Abdul? I don't know. What can you say to a 5-year-old little boy? I don't... I don't know. Home sweet home. I don't know what I would say. I would say, don't ever forget that we loved you. And I would give him a telephone. I would tell him to keep it strapped to his body. If I just told him, I'll always be there for you, I'll never abandon you, he would believe it. He would believe it, and he knows it's true. Yeah, he knows it's true.
So this is it.
Body Shop's founder, Dame Anita Roddick, is in Dubai.
Welcome.
How are you? You're looking beautiful.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm okay.
She's here to meet Sharla and look around the refuge.
Big, eh?
Yes. Hi, darling. Assalamu alaikum.
Hiya.
How are you?
Hello.
Alhamdulillah. Highlight.
You haven't got a website?
No. We have to get registered first before we're allowed to have a website. This
Hello.
is Afra.
How are you, Afra?
She was kept in prison for 12 years because they didn't have a place for her. And now we have her.
And how long has she been here?
She's just been here a short time. She's from Uzbekistan, and she has one child in Uzbekistan, and she'll be going home on Saturday. She's basically a victim of trafficking.
And then it was a sexual trade.
Yeah. Well, they tried to, but she escaped. She escaped, and she went to the police, and the police called me, and then we took her in. She was very weak. She hadn't eaten, I think, for 3 days. She was very tired. She's an orphan. She's the oldest in her family. She has small siblings that she's trying to support. That's why she left her country. She's left her country to try to support her younger brothers and sisters. Yeah, and she speaks many languages. She speaks French.
Yeah, Spanish, Arabic, little English.
She's doing good.
Well, good luck, eh? And you've got to eat more.
Yeah, she's
They're
got to
worried
eat
about
more.
you
Look at her,
eating
she's
never
skin
eat.
and bones. Skin and bones.
Working with you guys will be a wonderful, wonderful relationships, and all you have to do is finish what you have started, which is get legal acceptance from the government, and then I think the doors will open. You're going to do wonders.
Thanks.
And we're going to work well with you, I tell you. I was so thrilled to meet this amazingly creative organization, and the founder is sitting there very meekly. For me, Charlotte is one of the hidden heroes. What that woman and her group of extraordinary volunteers are doing to look after women who are battered, children who are battered in their homes. And the house she has, it's wonderful. You're touched by the God or the gods or both. So it's joy to be able to help with your organization.
With such support, Sharla has plans to open a larger refuge for women and children. But nothing can happen without the licence.
I'm sure she'd do it. She'll wear them out. She'd bloody wear them out. But she's magnificent. People like her should get the Nobel Prize. And there should be an award for people who rise up, these heroes or heroines in the community that put their head above the parapet. You know, they're like the tall giraffes, stick their head up, you know, boom, they get smacked here, but they're fearless. There's fearless humanity in that woman.
The purpose for me being on this earth is just basically to bring people together and just to get people thinking a little less about me and a little more about us. And I believe that's just, I'm here to needle you a little bit.
Next time, the elite gather to celebrate the selection of the hottest 100 people in Dubai.
Drinking some Moe, looking at the nice Rolls Royce.
People come because they want to be here. It's like, oh, Dubai, wow.